Let's bring it together and welcome our CEO, Ron Williams. Ron, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good, guys. I'm pretty fired up. I couldn't go to sleep last night. Even I was so excited, Craig, and always appreciate your preparation to facilitate greatness, guys. And right now, Uforia has taken its first steps into some more greatness. Today, we're joined with Mr. Joel Guerin, Craig Smith, and boy, do they have an amazing presentation for you guys to completely illuminate the detail of your very own skin report. And before they come on, I just want to make sure that you know that corporate is working. I said this last night. I want to make sure I reiterate it so it lands clearly. Corporate is working morning, noon, and night, and all the pieces are connected. So just so you know, when we announce something, we're announcing what we can, knowing that many of these things are going to drip onto you during the month of June. July, it'll become much more refined. August 15, expect excellence, where everything is in full swing. So we thought we'd just start illuminating all the pieces that make us special. What you see there is how everything is so interconnected, in this company. So take, Craig, what's the next click? Yeah, so I'm going to share this again real quickly so you understand why today's Zoom is so important to listen, take notes, pay attention. Is because the Uforia Science ecosystem is interconnected. This is your sustainability. This is your attraction. This is your brand loyalty, what I'm going to share with you right now. Because look at Apple, for example. Talk about brand loyalty. Why? It's because they have the Apple TV, they have the iPod music that talks to the iWatch, that talks to the iPhone, that talks to the iPad, that's hosted by that Mac Pro. I mean, and talk about consumer loyalty. Think about it. If they went out and bought a different brand of a phone, right, Craig? Why? There's no way they would or could or should. So obviously that's off the table. No different in the Uforia Science vision. In our ecosystem, going and getting a generic brand somewhere else doesn't work. It doesn't fit into the ecosystem. So if we're committing to a brand loyalty, to a customer experience where everything is interconnected, you can see where we're going starting right now. And August 15th, you'll be able to sense and feel all the details around that. So the reason I came on today was to let you know just how important that you see and hear this kind of a vision, that our model has become much more intuitive. Our model has become much more volume, which means much more money. Our model is becoming a faster pace, which means much more money. So we like the pace, we like the volume to the dollar, we like our ecosystem, we like our little toolbox. It gives us options now. And with that, I don't want to take up much time other than say welcome to the very first noon call to illuminate the pieces of the Uforia Science ecosystem. With that, I'm going to turn the time over to two of my dear friends who I deeply respect, who have worked their tails off. I'm going to introduce Joel. Joel has been just working tirelessly. You all know that. This guy has over a decade of commitment to this technology. He is arguably the most knowledgeable person on the A's and B's and C's of everything we're saying and doing. And he's also heading up the Utrition brand, which you're going to hear more and more about in the very near future. We're having some breakthroughs there that are fantastic. Today, however, he and Craig are going to do a 1-2 punch on your very own DNA skincare report. So with that, Mr. Joel Guerin, thank you for joining us today. The time is yours and Craig's. You all have a beautiful day.
Ron, thank you so much for being on. Mr. Joel Guerin, how are you doing, sir?
I am great. How are you?
Well, Joel, we want to kick this off with a big question that, is on a lot of people's minds. We've been quite the leader in the total wellness report in the DNA space. In fact, we like to think of ourselves as the most significant wellness company in history, right? We're headlined by DNA. That's our core. That's our heart. And I've got to just kick it off with the big question. Why skin, Joel? What's your thought?
Great question. Skin is simply an organ, but it's very distinct in a couple of ways. First of all, it's the largest organ in the body. And second of all, it has an extremely important role that it is our barrier to the entire external world. And so we want to take care of it. We want it to do the very best job it can to protect us from ultraviolet light, from pollutants, from viruses and bacteria, and virtually everything that we come in contact with. The issue we have is, how do we take care of skin? If you're talking about an internal organ, the only way to get nutrients to it is to ingest them and hope for the best. Hope that you have enough in in there that it will get to the organs where you need it. Skin is unique in that we have complete direct access to it. So we've got the ability to have a delivery system for skin that will be even more targeted and even more directly applicable by that organ than any other organ in our body.
Let me give you the skincare DNA report by the numbers. Check this out. Over 37 critical key peer-reviewed study references. Plus, I say plus because there's so many others buried into the core references that you'll see in your report. We got over 30 pages of the report alone. This thing's significant. 26 unique SNPs. As you guys know, our DNA wellness, total wellness report has 18. This is 20 unique SNPs just for your skin. How about 19 individual reports comprise this report? 19 key focused areas that you're going to be able to understand at just a glance because it's so beautifully laid out and visual. I'm going to give you a sneak peek here in just a second. And of course, the page you love, the page you laminate. I've known people that laminate their entire reports. They get them bound. They flip them in little spiral bound. It's so slick when you have these. You want to protect them. I love how people treat them like gold because they are. Because as you guys know, information is power. And we've got your powerful one amazing summary page all for you. So let's dig into it. And when I say key areas, here they are one at a time. And I know Joel's going to be giving us a little commentary here in just a minute when we jump through all these. I'll try to click through as fast as I can without getting tired. Here we go. Skin glycation, right? Detoxification and antioxidant activity, detoxification and skin degradation. Again, each individual SNP, checking this out, an individual report for each. Chemical toxicity and stress, skin, hair, and eye coloration. It continues. Inflammatory and immune conditions, UV radiation and stress, skin allergies and photoaging, overactive inflammation response, vitamin D absorption. Everybody wants to know about that vitamin D. The sun's finally coming out. Hallelujah, right? Skin antioxidant ability and sun sensitivity, increased skin disease factors, anti-aging for the skin, and skin antioxidant capacity. We're not done. Beta carotene to vitamin A conversion. Haven't you always wondered about that? Well, now you don't have to wonder anymore, right? Vitamin C absorption. I know some of you guys are thinking, check, I wanted that one in the report. And how about collagen utilization and oxidative stress and DNA damage? Let me take a quick breath, Joel. What are your thoughts? Wow, I think we've got some heavy hitters when we're looking at each of these key areas. Thoughts?
This is where the science is going. We've talked about this for a decade, that what we were doing is scratching the surface. Now we're being able to take a very deep dive into all sorts of applications. We're doing this just for skin now. We're going to be able to do this for other organs and other lifestyle choices in the future. But we're getting into extraordinary detail with regards to the actual function of the genes and the function of the cells themselves in our skin, and how we can fine tune and support it, not just even with the topical, but this report gives you all sorts of additional information on lifestyle changes, activities, things you can do now. Knowledge is power. This is going to give you even more than just the topical products themselves to be able to provide the very best care you can possibly for your skin.
I love it, Joel. Thank you. And guys, I know you're saying, Craig, is there more than a cover report? Is there more than a cover on this report? Yep, you guys, I'm not going to show you every page, of course. We've got 15 minutes today. Let me jump in and show you guys this group on this call right now, the very first to see your custom skin report. Check it out. You're going to have a beautiful, of course, welcome page, a welcome letter personalized by Ron Williams, our CEO. You just heard from Ron again. If you said, I missed him, what did he say? Go watch the replay, guys. A powerful message about how everything we're talking about is interconnected in our beautiful Uforia ecosystem. Well, check it out. You're going to immediately, start out with some key education about your skin, prevention, how about hydration and the power of hydration. Again, just look at the beautiful pictures, the way it's laid out, very clean, lots of white space. And then, of course, check this out. Each individual report page that gives you your assessment or your result based on oxidative stress and DNA damage. For example, this person has a red. What does that mean? You see the big red high risk button down at the lower part of the page. Some of you are saying, I can't quite see that. Well, take your glasses off because I popped it up for you now. I want you to pay really careful attention. Remember how Ron mentioned that everything's connected. Look what this says. If you're high risk, eat organic fruits, vegetables, especially green, purple, and red and blues. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Apply topical vitamin E and vitamin C as antioxidants for the skin. You want to learn about your vitamins, your vitamin C's, etc. Check out what we've got for you in just a minute. Stay tuned. Now, let me show you. You come in and how about the yellow result? Maybe on advanced glycation, you got a green, a yellow, and yellow, looking at 3 different SNPs with all different variants. And let's say you've got a moderate risk. Here's what they're going to tell you. Decrease refined sugar, maybe. Eat more plant-based whole foods. How about, I want you to key in on the 3rd bullet, exercise. Now, some of you are thinking, I would have never thought about exercise when it comes to my skin. Check this out. Exercise, usually moderate cardio. They're even specifying HIIT or high intensity interval training 3 to 4 times a week. Again, put that on pause. I'm going to come right back to that. And here's a green. You got a green, yellow, and green, but your overall score is low risk. And if you're saying, what does it say? Beautifully nothing. How about based on your genetic results, your risk of facial aging and early onset fine lines or whatever the key area is considered low. And now, of course, everyone's waiting for this, Joel, right? This is the big one page, the one that for sure everyone laminates. I love the view of that. Look at the SNPs, look at the breakdown. Powerful companion to our reports. Joel, what's your thought on this summary page? And I know you've got an insight on this as well.
Some of these genes are the same genes and variants that we have in the current report. And the reason for it is lots of these genes and lots of these ingredients have multiple applications in our bodies. They do all sorts of things. Vitamin D, for instance, affects over 400 biochemical processes in our bodies. So it impacts us literally every inch of our bodies. But there's lots of genes and lots of variants here that are skin specific. So again, we want to take all of the ones in the current panel that will help our skin. We want to add all of the ones that are skin specific. And now, rather than simply adding it to our ingestible product and having those ingredients distributed through our entire bodies, we're putting it in a topical form where we can literally apply it directly to our skin, have it absorbed right into the skin, and have the maximum impact on the skin cells and the skin DNA.
I love it, Joel. I mean, talk about beauty and wellness from the inside and out. You know how we mentioned everything's connected, and I told you to put on pause a couple of things. Remember the reds and the yellow descriptions? And some of them were, hey, eat certain fruits, eat certain vegetable, eat certain colors. And I know you're just all wishing, man, I wish I had a way to access that type of information. Well, of course, as Ron mentioned, with the interconnectedness of all things Uforia and Vision U, check this out. You're going to come up, click on library. Immediately as part of Vision U, you're going to be able to click on library and welcome to Disneyland, guys. You want to go look at those red fruits, those blue fruits, those green fruits, go click on color right here. And you're going to be able to examine every one of these by the color. Go click on vegetables, click on fruits. You wanted to learn about those minerals and vitamins it talked about? Go click on vitamins and research each of the key vitamins that it references for you in your custom report. Additionally, sugars, right? That's one of the key areas for skin. I never thought about that, guys. I'll just admit it. But now I can go look at the glycemic index and load based on each ingredient and food. And remember, because you're a part of Vision U and U Cuisine, you can customize your diet plan every single day to optimize you and your best skin. Remember how it got into talking about cardio for your skin, really? And also the HIIT training? Well, again, because you're part of Vision U and UFit, you just click right there, or you go to your app, and these are all DNA Fitness supported, right? There you go. Click right on cardio, and you will be able to access cardio workouts to every level, easy, beginner, moderate, or, difficult or advanced for some of you, right? Like myself. Yeah, right. And you go to HIIT, high intensity interval training. There it is. You can go click, and video after video, thousands of professional videos. You're going to recognize the names. You've seen them on TV, etc., training the stars. And now they're going to be training you in your own living room. And what's beautiful, it's all supported by Vision U and UTV. Imagine joining UTV, already lots of content being loaded there right now, from Eric Worre's training to Ron Williams' U of U, to welcome messages to Dr. Jen Myers, to thoughts from Joel. But how about a registered and certified esthetician getting on and showing you exactly how to use the product and how it correlates with your report, bringing on a fitness instructor, talking to you about your skin and doing those hits and cardios and demonstrating some of that and reinforcing all of that through UTV. All right. Well, now That brings us, of course, to the support and companion product of your skincare, because we're thrilled to be launching in the month of June, Utrition Serum. Joel mentioned it, right? We've got Utrition. You saw it in the opening graphic that Ron mentioned as part of the whole ecosystem and interconnectors. Not only do we have Utrition for the inside, we have Utrition Serum for the outside, headlined by AC11 plant-based stem cells, clean, safe, fragrance-free. We call this phase one because we are on the way to designer skincare with your name on it. This is our step one. And Joel, I know AC11 is critical. You just were talking about it for the outside of the skin versus inside. Can you walk us through these key benefits of our beautiful new Utrition Serum?
Sure. It enhances DNA repair. This is absolutely huge, and I'm going to come back to this one. Reducing DNA damage from solar radiation, pollution, environmental stressors that are all related to skin aging. Enhances collagen 3 production, essential for skin elasticity and suppleness and youthful appearance. Reduces pigmentary spots due to age-related
lipofusion.
deposits.
Yep. I just learned that word myself, Joel.
Man, that's a tough one. Enhances luminosity, skin lightening effect of the skin. I want to come back to the DNA repair, though. DNA repair is absolutely critical to the long-term health of our skin. Cells replace themselves over time. Some of our cells in bone and such might take a decade to replace. Some of them, like white blood cells, replace themselves every day. Skin cells replace themselves every 10 to 30 days, which means if you live to 80 years old, you're actually going to completely replace your skin somewhere between 1,000 and 3,000 times. Now, to get a handle on why DNA repair is so important here, think of your DNA as being written on a piece of paper with some typos in it. The typos are your SNPs. They're hard-coded into your genome. They're not going to change. But if you take that printed genome and you put it on a copy machine and you copy it, and then you make a copy of the copy and a copy of the copy and a copy of the copy, it degrades over time. That's the DNA damage. Every tiny speck of dust on the glass, when you make that repair, it degrades to the point where you no longer can read the document, which is essentially the end of the useful life of that organ, which may be the end of the useful life of the human being. Well, think of DNA as literally super cleaning the glass and super cleaning the document every time so that it reproduces correctly. And going even beyond that, it takes each copy and whites out every tiny speck that it can find on it, so that maybe you degrade in 3,000 copies instead of 1,000 copies. So DNA repair is critical to all of our organs, but it's especially critical to this organ that's our barrier to the whole world.
Well, so well said. Again, you guys taking notes? Check this out. As part of our companion product, guys, this will be uploaded very soon. This is going to be the one page for Utrition Serum. Again, your companion to your beautiful report, and begin taking this every day for all skin types, etc. Here's the front and the back of our trifold that'll be available in your resource as well, so you can start printing out. Of course, we like to say only the best for you. People are asking right now in some of the chats, where do I get the skin serum? When's it available, etc.? As you guys know, we've declared for June these early bird deluxe packs. As you know, you have your deluxe packs, but what we've added in a limited supply, we've allocated a limited supply of Vision U memberships, and also the incredible Utrition Serum. And so right now with the 5 packs of the deluxe, you can get the 1 month of Vision U, again, a $50 value, free in beta right now. For the 10 packs, you get the Vision U 1 month plus a free Utrition Serum, $150 value with the 10 packs. And we also have declared a June early bird pack, because you're saying, what about the report? There it is. With this June early bird pack, you not only get the skin report, but your sports and fitness. By the way, we're talking about that tomorrow at noon and giving you the detail. You get an included Vision U for free, the Vision U beta right now. You add to that the free Utrition Serum CV. Can I just point out the CV? For those of you guys know what CV is, if you're saying, I don't know what CV is, get with the person who brought you to this. They'll tell you how big a deal that is. This is $150 in free add-ons. Saying, how do I get these packs? You just got to raise your hand. And the way you raise your hand is euforiascience.com/earlybird. Because we've allocated only a certain number of freebies, if you will, with this pack, go ahead and just go to early bird member, put your name, your email, we'll get you on a list. And then when it's ready to go, very, very shortly, I would add, we're going to be able to process those orders and make sure you get yours. Well, with that, you know, we're coming to a close. I want to make sure, as you guys remember, 37 plus references, again, integrated, studied, peer-reviewed, 30 pages, 26 unique SNPs, 19 individual reports that we went through, one amazing summary page. I just want to ask, as you guys think about how everything's interconnected, Ron, if you're still there, I would love your comments on all this, if you're there.
Well, man, I'm sold. I want my report. Thanks, guys. I really, really like it. And I think what I want to reiterate to those of you who are viewing right now is how many hours, how much technology, how much expertise had to go into the creation of this. I know it looks easy and simple, and that's the goal on our part, is to make it look easy and simple. But shout out to our scientific board who have the knowledge and who have devoted thousands of hours to make these reports a reality for you, for me, and for the marketplace that's out there. So as you can see, the Uforia ecosystem is very important. There is nothing generic about the Uforia ecosystem. So folks, Craig, Joel, awesome job, guys. Cannot say enough good, and thank you. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you get your freebies right now. Go in and get it. Have a beautiful day. Love to all. Bye-bye now.
Ron, thanks a lot. And Joel, my friend,
I've been telling people for over a decade that the science that we're looking at is extraordinary. It's world-changing. It's life-changing. But I've also always told everybody it was the tip of the iceberg. We are now breaking the dam wide open. Knowledge is power. Think about just nutrition. The supplement we've been taking is 7.5 grams of nutrients. Now, granted, they're very important nutrients, but the average human being eats 3 to 5 pounds per day. So what we're consuming is less than 0.5% of our total intake. Now we're going to be empowered to address the other 99.5%. We can look at all of the meal planning for all of the other parts of our nutrition. We can look at the exercise regimens that not only affect our overall health, but even specific organs. Imagine exercises affecting skin. Imagine all of the value in the skin report telling you lifestyle choices to protect and enhance your skin. It goes way beyond nutrition, goes way beyond serums. Knowledge is power. Our product is now going to change the world for people who truly want to optimize their health and wellness long term.
Joel, I appreciate you so much, your wisdom, your insight, your perseverance. I don't think anybody works harder, guys, who stays up more hours. Appreciate you so much, Joel. It was wonderful to hear from our CEO. I just want to wrap everything up by saying, you guys, welcome to Uforia Science, where being you never felt better. Thanks, everyone. Remember, you are loved. Thank you, Mr. Joel. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
You bet. Take care.
Bye-bye.